Hi guys, so today I thought I'd do the long-awaited tutorial of how I fix the glass shelves onto my glass aquarium. And I'm sorry I've been meaning to do this video for so long, but I lost my step-by-step pictures that I took while I was making it, and so I'm just going to have to do it a different way, but hopefully you can still follow it. So I'm just going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to start. The first thing you need if you want to put glass shelves onto an aquarium is a fish tank sealant. And you can buy these from like hardware stores, you can buy them from eBay or Amazon. I got the larger one from eBay and the small one from Pets at Home. eBay is a lot cheaper, obviously, so I'd recommend buying it from there. And it comes in 3 sizes. It comes in the small one, this regular size one, and it also comes in one like double the size, which was the one that I actually got, but I don't know what's happened to that one, so I found this one. I don't remember buying this one actually, but yeah, I had one that was like double the size, and I got that off eBay, so it's really good value for money. Yeah, so this one's from Pets at Home, but I recommend not buying this small one because I'll just show you the nozzle. Ideally you want a nozzle like this so you can get more of a precise application of it, and this one's just got like a normal nozzle. It's like covered in gunk, and that's fine if you want to like stick things to the shelves, like I've done with the food bowl. I'll show you. And I've done with like the base of the wheel as well, and that's what I use that for, but it was a little bit more messy than using this one with the nozzle, so just be aware of that. And this was like £4 from Pets at Home, whereas this one was like £5 or £6 off eBay. No, sorry, like the larger one to this, so I'm not sure how much this one in the middle was. So definitely recommend getting this one with the nozzle, like to do the corners with. And just be aware as well, sorry someone's hoovering, that the bottom, it's not a squeezy tube, so you need like one of these pump things to put in it. My dad had like a metal one, I'm not sure what they're called, but just so you know, or you could obviously do it with your finger, but it's probably not going to work as well, so I'm not sure what they're called. And when I actually bought it, I had no idea that you couldn't just squeeze it out. So yeah, there's like a thing that you put in there and squeeze it and it pushes it up for you, but maybe you can find out what that is. So yeah, I recommend the nozzle one. So you need to get that, that's really important. Another thing I'll say is you need to make sure it's pet friendly. So obviously if it's the aquarium sealer, rather than like any other kind of sealer you can get, then that's gonna be the one you want to get. And here it says safe for fish, so you know that's going to be safe for your small animals as well, and non-toxic. But you need to be careful when you're doing it. You need to keep your animals out of the tank for at least a whole day after it's done. And out of the room while you're doing it, because it really does smell like before it's set, and then there's no odour at all afterwards, but it's really strong smelling, and you need to be careful as well breathing it in yourself. So that's the only warning with that, that your pets need to be out of the room until it's dry. And then obviously the other thing you'll need is some glass shelves. The ones I recommend and the ones that I bought were these ones. So I'm just on the B&Q website, and I looked around for these for ages, and these seem to be the perfect size for my aquarium, but it's gonna probably differ for everyone's if you've got like a smaller or larger one than me. So they're called B&Q Glass Corner Shelf Clear. Oh yeah, sorry, another point about this sealer, you need to make sure it's a clear one as well, like transparent one. Okay, sorry. And These ones are only £7.48 and they look like this. They don't look like much on the website, they just look like this. But actually this is what they're going to look like. So they're not too thick but not too thin either. And they measure, well they're obviously 90 degrees and they measure 25 centimetres from both the points, if that makes sense. So you can measure to see if it'll fit in your tank beforehand and see if it's gonna look okay. So you can order these online over the website and you can also get them in store. I'll just show you how to find them on the website because it is a little bit tricky to sometimes find stuff on the B&Q website for some reason. So the address is diy.com. For some reason it's diy.com, and if you just search for, where have I searched? You can search, so go onto the website and then up here where you can search, just search corner glass shelf or glass corner shelf and it'll come up as the second one here, and you'll recognise it because it looks really different from all the others. It doesn't have like brackets or anything, and it's the £7.48 one. So that's a shelf. And then you can also use like rectangular shelves and or square shelves, I don't know, like different shapes if you want to. And then you can use things to stick to it. Like, oh please load up. Like this is a food bowl that I use and it's called the Exoterra food bowl, and they're basically made for reptiles and they're made out of polyresin, which is a completely safe material to use in rodent habitats. It's completely safe, it's chew proof, so that's a really big plus with gerbils, and they can't chew it, and it's non-toxic, so it's about as strong as like rock. So you can get that from eBay, which I did. It's a lot cheaper. You can get it from the Exoterra website or from other pet supply websites. Sorry, I just had to go away and then come back again. I'm going to show you how I did it. Basically, first of all, I got the shelves and I just like laid them out on the floor, and then I used this smaller sealer, and I just used like a little blob on the bottom of the food dish, and then what I did is I just like pressed it down. I did a blob in each corner and then one in the middle, so it was like really well secured. I don't know if you just, oh my gosh, I've never seen that. I'm pleased so. I was trying to sniff your own bum and it went a bit wrong, didn't it? Oh, that's so funny. I've never seen them do that before. Anyway, I really hope I got that on camera. What was I saying? Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I fixed it down and then I left it overnight until it was completely dry, and then on this one, as you can see, this cup isn't actually attached, it's attached to the side. This is just a medium coupe cup, which you can buy from Pets at Home and other pet shops. And what I did is I attached that after the shelf had been glued on. And then, yeah, for this wheel, which is a silent spinner wheel, first of all, the only bit that is secured is the base. So the actual wheel can come on and off. Like at night I take it off because I'm in my bedroom, so obviously, and I actually take all the gerbils wheels out at night because even though the silent spinner wheels are still, you can still hear them, especially at night. So they just get them back all during the day, and they know at night time that they come out. So it's really easy to take it off and clean it, and that was the most important thing, being able to clean it. And with the food dish, I just I empty it every now and then and give it a clean and wipe it down. It's not really a problem that it's attached, because I can still clean it. Then also you want to make sure wherever you put the platform that they can get to the water bottle from it, because I'd suggest, sorry you can't really see properly because of the light, but I would suggest putting the water bottle and the food like higher up, especially for gerbils, because they like to dig around quite a bit, so they can kick the sawdust or other bedding onto the food and bury it, which can be annoying. And they'll also keep most of like the nest, which like they'll keep like most of the mess up on these shelves. Like for instance this one over here, well this cube cup was meant to be the potty, but these guys have never really like is he gonna do it again? I don't know what he's trying to do. Like I'm gonna have a look in a minute. I'm gonna get him out and look at his belly and see if like anything's wrong, because he's done it twice now, but I'm sure I'll be alright. Yeah, the cube cup was meant to be the potty, but they never picked up like how to use a potty. So basically this whole shelf has become the toilet now, which doesn't really matter because I wipe it down like every few days, and it's really easy to clean now it's glass. So the way that I did it was, if you remember back to my old videos of this tank, I used to have the wooden platforms up, and basically I used those as guides for the height that these shelves were going to be at. But as you can see, I did this one a bit bigger, and I just put like an extra thing under the shelf to raise it up. I did it a bit higher, so I just rested the glass shelves on like the wooden ones that were already there, so that there wouldn't be any strain on the sides where the sealer was, so that it wouldn't like fall off or anything while it was drying. So what I did is I then did like a very fine line around the like the pointed edge, so the two sides here. I did a very fine line of the sealer, and then I pressed it up against it, and then just wiped away. I sort of like just smoothed away any of the excess, and like made sure I washed it off because it's really sticky stuff. I'd left that for a day with the older platforms still underneath to hold it up, and then when it was dry I took the other platforms out, and then basically what I did, I'll show you because you're not going to be able to see unless it's close up, but I'm going to get attacked by Mickey because he's going to be after a treat. But I knew you would. So here, can't really see at the moment because there is sawdust on it, but I just made like a seal around all the edges that are touching the glass. This was just to strengthen it, and also to like keep out any of the sawdust and like the dust and the poo that might like get caught in any ridges. So this just created like a flat seam, so that nothing could get down the edges. You might be able to see it there. And it wasn't the neatest, but I did make a little bit of a mess, but wiped it away, but you can't see from far away, so it really doesn't matter. And over here as well. And then did the same on the other one, and then left it for like another day, and then I put them back only when the smell had like completely gone. What are you doing? You're just like moving your hands in a funny way. Okay. And then I fixed this to the wall so that it rests on slightly on the shelf, like half on and half off. And and that's because when the gerbils sit in it, I didn't want it to like all the weight be on that, so that's really messy, but it doesn't really matter, you can't really see it. Yeah, so that is how I did the shelves. Then I just smoothed it over with my finger, and then there you have it. That was the 2 shelves. So it's really easy, and I hope that's like been a good enough explanation, because I don't really know like any other way to show you. But yeah, when you're doing the seam, you just need to do it on top. You don't need to put any of the sealer underneath. So yeah, they stay up really well. They're really strong. They don't wobble around or anything. And I think mainly it's because they're in a corner. So like, as long as they're attached on at least 2 sides, they're going to stay up. But I think if you just wanted to attach like a square one in the middle, you possibly like need a bracket or something. Oh, I'll leave that off. I'm sorry it's been so like hard to explain, but I hope the people that have asked for it, I hope you're happy with that, and I hope you can now go and make glass shelves instead of your wooden ones for your gerbils aquarium. And I'd love to see the finished results if anyone else manages to do it, because it is really, really easy. And it'd also be cool to see if anyone tries something a little bit different with it, because when I originally did it, I was thinking of I don't know if you've seen, you know, the play sticks, but they're like, it's like a really long like ladder, and it's really thin, but it's like, it can be like zigzag, if that makes sense. Well, I was going to do it across this back wall, so like leading from this one all the way to this shelf. So cool things like that will probably work out. Another thing I just meant to show you, and I almost forgot. If I take it out, I'm really worried I'm going to drop this. Are these glass blocks. I might have shown you these like ages ago, but just in case I didn't. These are also from B&Q, and I just came across them, and I thought they would like make a really good like extra level in the tank, but that's not as high as the shelves. And then I thought they'll make like really good like stepping stones up to the shelf. So I got 2 of them. It came in a pack of 2, and you can also get them like square, so it's like double the size. And these are only, I think for the pack of 2 is like £4 something. And so if you go on the B&Q website, you can search glass block or half glass block. This is what the half glass block was. These are basically used as room dividers, so if you want to like split up a room but you still want it to be like kind of like a frosted window and it lets light in, so that's what they are actually used for. But I obviously use them for the pets, and they're really cool because they kind of go with the glass shelves. And I didn't realise it had like this white bit on, but you can't really see once it's in there. So it's really cool because the gerbils like to use these to hop onto the shelves with, and also because this one's slightly too high for them to get onto the block and then onto it, I just put like this wooden house underneath, so they hop onto the top of that and then hop onto the shelf. But I guess you could put it like either way, and because it's so heavy, if you put it right in the bottom, there's no need to like fix that to the tank, because it's just so heavy they'd never be able to lift it or like dig under it, so it's not going to be dangerous. So I'll just put it back in, and you also want to be careful because let's make sure it's completely on the bottom. I think I've actually put that in the wrong way, but anyway, yeah, they're not going to be able to move it at all. But just so you're aware, they are so heavy, so you want to be careful that if you drop it inside of the tank, it will probably like break the tank, it will probably smash it, and be really, really dangerous, so just be careful with that. And also the glass shelves are like, what is it called, like safety glass, I think, so that when it shatters it doesn't break into like sharp shards of glass. It'll break into lots of tiny bits of glass, but they're like really hard to break, so it should be safe. So that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Sorry it's been so long. As usual, got any more requests, then let me know. I'll also be doing a video on how I clean these guys out in the next few days because they're due for a clean. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna go feed them now. Bye!